Today I'm 25 years old, and if I could go back 7 years ago and meet my 18 years old self, I would tell a whole story about how life can change drastically and what is worth starting to do right now. But let's be honest, at a young age we rarely listen to the opinions of older people. It feels like we have an eternity ahead, endless health and a future that is so far away that we don't even need to think about it yet. In this video I will share 12 observations that repeatedly changed my perception of life and will definitely change yours by the end of it. My name is Vijay, let's go. There was a time when I thought I could sleep just 3-4 hours, eat anything, skip breakfast because my young body would easily handle it. I would stay up late on the internet, wake up in the afternoon, and constant fatigue became the background of my life. One day I realized that I was simply burning out and couldn't do anything with joy. At that moment I wanted to go back to my younger self and say, if you don't take care of your body now, it will present you with a harsh bill later. Health doesn't appear at the snap of finger. It needs to be nurtured carefully. That's where the trap lies. We tend to think that we all have time for everything because we are young. But then a year passes, then another, and the goals remain distant. Unrealized dreams, and so on. When I turned 25, I was scared of how quickly the previous years had flown by. I had a provocative question for myself. What if I lose another 5 or 10 years like this? What then? Remember how you kept putting things off until Monday and then realized all the Mondays had passed and you still hadn't even started. Time is the most ruthless asset. Don't let it slip away. If it were a monster from a fairy tale or a video game, it would be easy to recognize and defeat it. But it's sneaky, hiding behind a mask. I will just take a short break on social media, I will watch just a couple of videos and then get to work. Or I will definitely start tomorrow. I used to scroll through newsfeed for hours and would only snap out of it by the evening. Of course, the day was lost. Let me ask you, how often do you catch yourself mindlessly scrolling? And more importantly, what do you do the moment you realize you are falling into procrastination? In my early teenage years, I truly believed that my failures were the result of a flawed education system, bad luck, or something else, anything except myself. But then I met a classmate who, despite being in similar circumstances, already had his own small business and knew exactly what he wanted from life. And he told me, the moment you take responsibility, the steering wheel appears in your hands. But as long as you keep shifting the blame, others will keep driving your life. Just think about it. I remember how, after school, I dreamed of joining a martial arts class, but kept putting it off. Either I hadn't bought the uniform, or I had no time, or I wasn't ready yet. So years passed, and I never started. Honestly, I regret that more than if I had tried and quit. I didn't even attend a single training session. The regret stayed with me for years. So isn't it better to stumble a couple of times to find what you like rather than forever wonder what if? There is a popular figure, 10,000 hours of practice to achieve mastery. But it's not about the number, it's about the principle. Big successes are not sudden fireworks, but a long-lasting display of perseverance and discipline. The magic of regular practice is available for all of us. Everyone experiences dark periods when projects collapse, when you have to move, drop out, quit your job, or when relationships fall apart. You might feel like a total failure, but months later, that pain will have strengthened your character. If your best friend came to you for support, you wouldn't call him a loser, right? Then why are we so quick to harshly judge ourselves? I used to say cruel things to myself like I'm so talentless or nothing will work out for me. It was eating me inside. Then I realized that our inner dialogue sets the tone of the entire life. Want to change? Start with the way you talk to yourself. Sometimes in relationships, one partner has grand plans for the future, while the other sees them as empty dreams. They can be together, of course, for years, but eventually split because they view life differently. Maybe she wanted stability and peace, while he craved constant growth and experimentation. No one was at fault, they just had different directions. As my friend says, even the tastiest ice cream won't be liked by everyone on the planet. Any public activity proves this. Start a blog or a channel and some people will definitely criticize everything you do. Hate is an inevitable part of the journey, so please don't forget about this and don't criticize yourself. I love this metaphor. When a child takes their first steps and fails, we don't tell them to give up because walking isn't for them. We pick them up, smile, and offer support. But in adulthood, we often tell ourselves it's not meant to be. After just a few failures, every successful entrepreneur or athlete has gone through this. Studies show that many billionaires have multiple failed projects behind them. Sure, many of them had influential parents or connections, but if you don't have those connections, work with that. The fear of failure isn't as scary as the fear of never trying. Modern services spend billions to keep you engaged. Every time you open social media and lose an hour instead of 5 minutes, remember, it's not accidental, it's a well-designed strategy. If you don't control your attention, someone else will. I once audited my own time and was shocked at how much went into news feeds and empty chats. Try it yourself. Write down what you do every 30 minutes. The results might shock you. So to finalize my video, guys, I want to thank you for watching this video. I hope you find it useful and insightful. See you in the next video. Bye bye.